What up, y'all? It's Mel, and welcome back to It's Mel, baby. Tonight, I don't know. I've had a heck of a day. I'm tired. So I know I'm not going to be on here long. So, yeah, I guess let me go ahead and chop it up. What up, B? How you doing? Today, as you can see in my title, Bipolar Weather. Yo, today, it started last night. You good? That's good. It's Don't worry about the happy birthday behind me. My woman has issues. Um, it's nobody's birthday, but her birthday is next month. She's dropping hints. You feel me? So, like, don't forget my birthday. Like, she put that up like right after Mother's Day. Like, oh well. So y'all don't forget. And I don't know what to get her because you give her money, she blow it on Temu. Uh, you buy her outfits, she be like, "Ain't nobody wanted this. I could have brought my own outfits." You buy her some decent tennis. I buy Temu tennis. You be like, "Well, goddamn, bitch." And she just got something to say for everything you get her. And wow. I went to the doctor's today, and it went pretty good, pretty good. Um, but it was raining. It rained since last night, and when I say since last night, I say last night. And I'm not gonna say it was raining when I got up, but it rolled in. But yes, it didn't rain enough to muddy my yard. So I was able to still go to my doctor's appointment. And matter of fact, when I left to go to my doctor's appointment, it was raining. Am I low? Am I loud? Give me a clue. Should I turn my mic up? Should I replace my mic? Not replace as in buy another one, but replace and move it from where it is. Oh, I'm good. That's good. Um, I was upset because I didn't want to have to cook, so say, and I wanted to go to Jimmy Jones, you know, but it was raining and the weather changed. And when I say it changed, it changed. I should have put one of my sons suggest me wearing this, and I was like, boy, that's too heavy. I wish I wouldn't have told him that after I got out there because it dropped to 61 degrees while we was out there and rain. I was like, make up your mind. Do you want rain? Do you want to be cold? Then it had the nerve to be windy on top of that. And I was like, wow. All we need now is a little sunshine, I guess. which the sun was trying to come out. It just wasn't strong enough. Man, I came live this early, and yes, for me, it's early because I'm gonna go to sleep. Uh, the rain is gone, so tomorrow supposed to be sunny and all that pretty weather. So I might go play with my plants, depending on how the mud is, my yard that is, because all my plants are in containers. Um, yeah, tomorrow supposed to hit 90. How the heck you gonna go from 62 to 90? It's supposed to be 92 tomorrow. And my baby brought me a new Timu outfit, and I wanted to wear it today, but it was so nasty out. I didn't want to wear it because y'all, when I wear this outfit, it's gonna look like a big old sunshine, rainbows and all, cause it's yellow. I have not had anything this color yellow since I was a little girl. I can't say a young adult. I'm gonna say a little girl, and it's bright yellow. It has blue and it has pink and it has orange and green in it. It's like somebody chewed up a rainbow in the sunshine and threw up on it. No, I didn't want to be rainbow bright on a rainy day. And so I just went on out there in my gloomy grays and my dirty shoes because I ain't want to mess up another pair of shoes. How you gonna do that, Mel? Because sometimes I have to walk my child to yard, and I was not trying to dirty up no other pair of shoes. So I went to my doctor's appointment. It was I always have fun when I go to wound care, which is some crazy shit. You know, they brought a tube of lidocaine, and it was like, so do you need that lidocaine? And I'm like, they said whenever I be whatever, you don't be in pain. I was like, cause you're going in a hole. And not only just a regular hole, a tunnel hole. You know, you just it's like putting an earring in a piercing hole. Like that shit don't hurt. And so we had a little talk, chopped it up for a minute, and she was like, "Ooh, you had a CAT scan. Maybe I could see it on the CAT scan." She did, but she said she's not good at reading them, so she was gonna talk to radiology. Closed up because it wasn't all the way through. I could read a little bit, you know. It just, you just need to take a little common sense sometimes. And I was like, wow, this boy washing one pair of shorts. Wow. Anyways, Oh, thank you for the 2 likes. I uh I did the hot dog challenge, the hot diggity spicy dog challenge, but I'm gonna have to redo it. If any of y'all saw it, my apologies for that. Um, when I saw it, I was upset because yo, we might as well just put a regular hot dog on there. We might as well just went on put a wiener on there, a Oscar Mayer or something, cause that hot link was not hot. We did not get no heat from the hot link. We got the heat from the condiments and the toppings. And then I'm not even gonna say all of the condiments and toppings. I'm gonna say we got the heat from the jalapeno we put on there. And I did not know that my camera decided to delete the middle of my video. All on his own lone self, all on his good self. I was upset when I saw that. I went to go read in the comments and it was like, oh, that was a great idea and whatever, but we didn't get to see you eat the hot dog. Right. See, even Keisha, like, it wasn't even hot. So this time we're going to do it again. And this time we're going to get different hot links. Um, I would get some from where Dwayne worked, but those are really huge. Like, you know, hot links about that size, theirs is like that. And I'm like, no, 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 that's not what I'm looking for. Then not only that, it comes like a smoked sausage. And I don't want to have to fight that, that casing on that sausage. So I'm not gonna get those from my son's job. But then I feel like that wouldn't be fair to me and Terrell because his big old he's used to him. Uh Matter of fact, that's one of his when he don't want share his plate from his job, he makes sure he don't have no ribs, no chicken. He'll put chopped beef, but that chopped beef don't be hitting no shit. And he'll make sure he got hot links. So, hey Curtis, what happened to Curtis? He was supposed to be washing my cup. One of y'all. I don't want it if y'all don't wash it. If y'all don't wash it, I'll just wash it myself later on. You excuse me, y'all. But I found some more hot links. And I thought being as though they were Earl Camel hot links, they were gonna be hot. Let me. Oh, go rinse that out. But they were not hot like I thought they were gonna be. But I have some from Dickies. I'm gonna see how hot they are. But then again, earlier tonight I had some Earl Campbell jalapeno smoked sausage, and that shit was a little more spicier than the hot link was. Like in Texas, when you hear hot link, you like, oh my God, am I gonna be able to eat that shit? Because I've gone to yes it was. Right, right, right. She amended me on the smoked sausage was hotter than the hot link. Uh but in Texas, When you hear them talk about a hot link, you be like, am I gonna be able to eat that sucker? Cause I used to go to Ho's Chicken, and one of the things that they sell is a hot link plate, and it's that motherfucker was hot. Them hot links be hot, and Earl Campbell's a Texas man, so I thought his hot links was gonna be hot like that. They wasn't. Matter of fact, the hot links I used to eat growing up in New Orleans was hotter than them. So I know not to get Earl Campbell hot links. Unless I just want a hot dog with a little spice, you feel me? But shit. My parents used to feed that to us for breakfast or sometimes dinner. Uh that's like we was talking to somebody today from New Orleans, and she was like, man, pork and beans and rice ain't no damn struggle meal. Beanie weenies, that's a meal. Ooh, that wasn't no just because of the struggle. We used to eat beanie weenies just because, which is true. She said all we do is eat beans in New Orleans, and she ain't lying. She ain't lying. Monday the red bean, Tuesday the white bean, then it's whatever else. But them first 2 days of the week, you gonna eat beans. They might be a little different now, right? Then when you come in Tuesday, you won't eat. They're trying to shove them red beans down your throat. No, you about to eat some fucking white beans too. Like, god damn. Are you shitting me? Then come Wednesday, you like, yeah, yeah, we got something different. Oh well, let's finish off them white beans. No sandwiches today. We gonna eat them white. Like, damn. No chips, none of that shit. We eating them leftover beans. And I used to, I think she kind of knew because I wanted to know how to cook them. So I think my grandma kind of knew I didn't get down with her beans too much. I was glad that in her old age she allowed me, so say, to cook at her house because my parents wouldn't trust me to cook. I guess it took me cooking at my grandma's house for them to be like, "You cook by your mama's house?" Be like, "Yeah, I cook by my mama's house." What you be cooking at your mama's house? I say, I done cook jambalaya. I done learn how to cook oatmeal. I done learn how to cook grits. I know how to cook beans. You cook all that over there? Yeah, she let me. And then I kind of, it was like the Pandora's box. It's like, maybe I shouldn't have told these motherfuckers that shit. Because at the point that they really realized that I could cook and people was eating it, I was fucked. And they knew I was really cooking because my mama didn't make jambalaya out no box. My mama made jambalaya. We did it from scratch. Fry up the vegetables, fry up the smoked sausage, take that out, fry up the tomatoes, then throw all that back in there with the rice and some water and cook it. They once I told them I could cook jambalaya, they knew. Wait, that heifer really cooking. So and once they realized I was really cooking, it's like, oh, well, when I get home, this better be done. Like, goddamn. I got homework after school. You be all right. Damn. Which they're not lying because they didn't care how long it took me to do my homework, which is crazy. Um, but no, beans. See, struggle is different in every family because even though we liked pork and beans, my daddy liked them. We rarely got them dressed up. What I mean by dressed up, you put seasoning in it and you cook it. Fuck no. My daddy will open that can and plop that bitch on the countertop. That's to go with your chicken. Be like, damn, you ain't even gonna heat them in the pot? Hell no. Y'all good. And we used to I can say at least my daddy was better at cooking than some of the people I know. Because I was talking to a dude the other day and he said whenever his daddy had to cook for them, they would cry because their daddy only knew one dish. I was like, wow, that sounds like my papa. But it's not that my grandpa knew one dish. That's all he was willing to do. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. I want to say during Korea, my grandpa was in the gully, so he knew how to cook stuff. He just chose not to. And when he had to watch the kids, his dish was bacon and turnips. And I'm like, so I decided to make that one day. I don't know what the fuck they was complaining about. Maybe I cook it a little different than my grandfather would have cooked it. But matter of fact, my sons still be like, you could do some bacon and turnips, we'll eat it. And I kind of should have knew that probably was one of the meals they had growing up. Because my daddy liked turnips and pickle meat. And or he'll cook potatoes and pickle meat. Once he came to New Orleans, pickle meat was his jazz. He was fuck getting popped up by that damn bacon. I really wish I had more time with my parents because around the time that they died, I was still the militant midget that they called me. And I don't I have to learn their story from other people. What up, Janelle? How you doing? I gotta learn pieces of their stories from other people because then I gotta watch who I learn it from. Cause some people lie. Some people embellish the truth. Um, One story my mama always did let us know though. She said she don't know which one of her brothers it is, but She knows she stabbed one of her brothers in the lip. And she said she don't know which one it was. She said he was the one that offended her, and he was the one that got stabbed. She don't know which one it was. She said because all my brothers keep a mustache, so now I don't know which one it is. She said I left a scar too, and I was like, I got to watch myself around this motherfucker. She stabbed him because he kicked her dog down the steps. And the steps at my grandmother's house were tight and steep. What up, Chatterboo? So whenever whenever whichever one of them did it, she stabbed him. And what up, cousin Angela? And me and her was talking about that, and I told her I think it's your baby brother. She said I don't know. It's one of them. She said she didn't know if it was the baby brother or the older brother. But like I told her, I said I think it's your baby brother because I've seen him shaved, and he do have a scar on his lip. But I couldn't see her stabbing the oldest one and not knowing because he looked just like her. Like, you stabbed your twin? You didn't realize that? You stabbed your twin? You know? But from my understanding, my little uncle uh, was the one. And he kicked her dog down the steps. It was a chihuahua mixed with a cocker spaniel. And he kicked it down the steps, and she did not appreciate that at all. And she told me she went to job school. But I would have loved to know, why don't you like to cook? Or why didn't you cook? I kind of have an idea because nobody appreciated it. We didn't. I ain't even gonna lie. We didn't. When my mama would cook, we'd be like, when my daddy coming home? You know? Yeah, for real. Unless it was one of them days she was like, I'm not putting up with these motherfuckers in this struggling and bullshit. Because you know, back in the day, you could get a 10 piece from churches for like $3 and some change. Yeah, y'all don't remember that? Am I the only one that old? We used to go in there with a $5 bill and walk out with change at churches. Nobody remember that but me? Okay. Excuse me. But you're the same age with me. Come on, man. Oh, you ain't gonna remember. When I was growing up, you used to be able to get a 10 piece from churches with a $5 bill and get change. I was talking to a guy today about churches. He was like, man, this weather's so nasty out here. I'm gonna just go ahead on go to churches or Williams and go on home. He was like, I wish I could find a Henderson's. I said, they got a Henderson's on Ledbetter. He was like, hmm. I said, yeah, it's on Ledbetter in 35. And so we get to talking. He said, yeah, churches have fell off, huh? Churches has fell off drastically. Like, their mashed potatoes wasn't shit no way. Whenever we went to churches and my mama allowed us to get the fries, get sides, we always wanted the cone. And of course, they never gave you enough corn. My mama, well, y'all work it out. Oh, y'all can't work it out. But I'm gonna keep them all for myself. And that's when we learned to work it out about the corn. And McDonald's, churches. My mama was a fast food, and on Fridays we always was ready to go home because we knew ain't nobody cooking over there. We gonna get fast food somewhere. I remember when she was on her Taco Bell's taco salad kick. We did that for months. It wasn't as fun as you think it would be. And the only good thing about the Taco Bell was they had what did they have over there by? I want to say the Chinese place we go to was like right down the street. Churches ain't good no more. Churches has really fell off. That dude was right. I don't think you could pay me to eat churches. And I mean really like pay me. You gonna buy the chicken and you giving me money. I don't think you can. A lot of people was frying rats by accident. But that don't have nothing to do with the chicken. Church's chicken has fell off. It's about the way they cook the chicken in. Look, I don't like the old dry hard pieces of chicken. Like pull the skin up on a goddamn drumstick before you fucking batter it up. And no, but he like Henderson's. I don't see why. I didn't think Henderson's chicken was all that great. Don't judge me, cause they got a lot of delicates who like Henderson's the best chicken around. They better than blah blah and all that crap. That's like I was talking to somebody else. He was like, "Oh, cause like I told him, they got a hmm, I don't know. Churches just ain't like it used to be. It ain't even cheap. Roaches. Wow. We found out from a friend of ours because we was talking about holes, and he always go to the holes that's like by the mall down there. I said I don't go there because they give rude service, and I ain't about rude service. Like I don't feel I should be giving you my $15 and be getting bullshit with it. He said, "Yeah, they are rude over there." I don't pretty much. He said, "But Williams, if you go to Williams and somebody rude to you or whatever, whatever, and you complain, they get fired." I went, "Wow, like that?" He said he will fire them in a heartbeat for rude service. Me and Keisha was like, "No wonder you get good service over there at Williams," which is kind of true because the Williams we go to is owned by a preacher. Um, I know he owned a few of them, but we try to frequent his, and his are all closed on Sundays. So if you ever be out here and you go to Williams, it's closed on Sunday. That's the one the preacher owns. And like Chick-fil-A, they close on Sundays. But not all Williams are closed on Sunday. Dwayne came in here last night. He had some decent chicken, but that was hoes. What up, Monet? How you doing? I don't know. You gotta, well, it be hit and miss with hoes. But somebody who knew somebody who worked there told us the secret. You gotta go when so and so on the grill. I went, damn, man, how the fuck we gonna know if he in the grill? We gonna be done waited 30 minutes in that fucking line, and we ain't gonna know if he in there or not. Cause hose line be wrapped around the building, you feel me? And you might be a little standoffish cause of the building, but they got the best fried chicken down here. Oh, you think that's what it is? I don't think that it's even that it's sitting under the light long. I think what it is they taking it and putting it back in the grease and just putting it back out there. I don't even think it's about it sitting under the lights. Then they're not battering the chicken like they supposed to. I never know if Bojangles is any good because Bojangles in Texas only offer tenders. I'm 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 like 100 years old. I don't want no fucking tenders. What a fucking bone in chicken. What up, Stacy? How you doing? Not much. And I don't want no tenders. Tenders is for kids. That's how I don't see why Raising Canes, Bojangles, and they got another place out here. No, because they sell bone-in chicken. But I know Bojangles and Raising Canes both just sell tenders only. Wow. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is closed on Sunday. All Chick-fil-A's. Man, you know, I'm not no Chick-fil-A fan. At one time, maybe. But I was not no real fan because the line for Chick-fil-A always long. But when you hear some of the shit that they say in the press, I don't feel like giving him my money. Uh, because before I was aware of all the ignorance this man was spewing, and even in his attempt to make up for his father's racism, his ignorance is even fucking worse. I just say fuck Chick-fil-A, because when I used to go to school, they had one on campus. And me and my friend had lunch there a few times. But I don't like the fact of getting a fucking dry burger with a pickle. Like, bitch, no mayonnaise, no mustard, no ketchup. Come on, man. And then when I had a friend out here who took us to Chick-fil-A, we would get the little nuggets sliders. I don't know what they call it, but that's what we would get. And then that's when all the bullshit started coming out. But I wasn't going to Chick-fil-A no way because the line always too long. Now I'm not gonna say I haven't been to Chick-fil-A and I haven't sat in the line, but it was not for me. Yeah, but it comes with a sauce as well. I stopped going to Starbucks because the drink I used to get, I used to pay for it with a $5 bill and get change. Now I gotta put more money with that $5 bill. So fuck Starbucks. I'm trying to find me a Dutch Brothers, and I'm gonna see what that's about. I don't eat Popeye's chicken sandwich. Shit, come on, come and think about it. Even if you get a chicken sandwich at McDonald's, it come with mayonnaise and lettuce. It don't come with pickles though. Right. Wow. Well, look here. The daddy felt like slavery was a blessing. I was like, oh, and we helped them out. I was like, oh, and the son come along. Oh, I know my daddy was a racist and he did this and he did that, but we need to change race relations. And every white person should sign a black person's shoes. Bitch, you just as racist as your daddy. Like, I know you think that's fixing shit, but no, sir. And it don't even matter if they have on sneakers on their feet. Wow. Like, the fuck that supposed to mean? Right. Like, and he got on national television and said this shit. He was on one of them shows and he was like, we need to pay for what we've done. Even if it every we should shine. When we see a black person's shoes, we should shine them for them. Even if they have on sneakers. we should get down on our knees and shine their shoes. Like, oh, 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 okay. Motherfucker, you jump down on the floor and shine my shoes, you liable to get kicked. Right. Look, now see, there's a difference between this man and Elvis Presley. And I'm going to tell you what that was. I'm going to tell you the difference between him and Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley didn't hide his racism, even though he always tried to play that, oh, I love the blacks card. All that other stuff, he did not try to hide it. But that was the thing. He died before the times changed. It was acceptable for him to say those things at the time that he said them. But this Chick-fil-A man, he said that, I want to say, the young one said that recently, but the daddy said that shit around George Floyd time when George Floyd got killed. And that shit is not acceptable. That's not acceptable to tell black people, we glad y'all were slaves. It was a blessing for us. That shit not acceptable. And if you feel that way, why you don't bless your employees? And the Sunday off is not to bless them. That's about your it's not his culture. It's about his religious beliefs. And this, yeah, that's why he stepped down and his son took his place, bumbling idiot, and gonna say that shit. Then he went so far as to say his daddy used to get his shoes shined, and those people always shine his daddy's shoes with a smile. I was like, okay, okay. That's just like, and that is the difference. You know, when that's just like people don't want you to say Merry Christmas no more. When the times change, it is PC to change with the times. There are certain things that will never change, though. But it's all about how you as an individual has changed on how shit gonna be. Just like I was looking at a post on TikTok because there's this guy who's talking about why are all the black Gen Xers mad, and he went into they just used like that in the beginning, but I went back and I saw it, and a few people answered him, and because he was up there talking about we used to be at each other's houses, we used to do this, do that, and do all that together, like we were all friends. When did it all change, or whatever, whatever? One man said, when I realized, long story short, when he realized that just because he's black, the police not gonna give him a break. And then one person said, cuz y'all were supposed to be our allies, but when you grew up, you became your parents. I was like, oh, which is true, which is very true. Um, I didn't have too many Caucasian friends growing up, but I had a few. And well, I can't really call him my friend. I'm gonna say I went to school with him because I wasn't drinking the Kool-Aid he was serving. And I can't, but he thought because he lived in the Desire Project, he was down. And I didn't care for him too much because it would take the females in the class to put him in his place. And the males would be laughing right along with him. And one day, my teacher said to the class, he said, especially to the boys, how can you let an interloper come in here and disrespect this space like he does and laugh with him? No, Angela, we could never all be the same. Regardless of how shit go, we can never all be the same. But we were taught respect. You know, we can't never all be the same, though. Let me move on to the next comment. We can't never all be the same, but people need to respect and appreciate the differences that we have. Um, right. That's not going to, no, they don't want us all to be homeless because let me tell you why. We come from a different cloth, okay? And when I say we come from a different cloth, like I say, we had this conversation earlier today. I was telling them that we had a real bad storm out here, tornadoes and everything. And they cut our power off for days. And my neighbors, they walking around like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna cook? How are we gonna eat? And I'm just looking at them like, fuck, fuck. I say, well, son, go in there, get them can of beans. Cause back then I used to do a lot of parties and shit, or feed a lot, Then for one, I had an inverter. I would put it on my car. We would run the fan off it. We would run, depending on if we wanted to watch TV, we would run the TV off it. But also, um, I pulled out my grill. I always keep a stack of wood or charcoal or something. But even then, I could have just went down the street to get more if I needed it. And I went to cooking. And my neighbors was like, you could still cook and we don't have electricity? Yeah, like a generator. I was like, yeah. I said, all you need to cook is fired, right? And they was all in shock and shit. Man, we had block parties for 3 days. It took me showing them. That's all it takes. One person to show you the way. Because the next day they was bringing shit to put on the grill. And it's a good thing I had two grills. So like one I could use for pots and one I could use for meat. It only takes one person to show you how to survive. And but they was like, boy, you motherfuckers. I was like, yeah, that's why y'all hate us. Cause when we first moved here, I'm not gonna necessarily say my neighbors appreciated our presence. Then they really didn't appreciate our presence because they knew I had that security, that 85-pound security system. So, right. And that's another reason they didn't appreciate my presence. And that was snow. And snow was not nice. Snow was like, this is my pack. All the rest of y'all motherfuckers need to get the fuck. And she always felt that way. And she also felt like I'm big enough to take them on. I don't need to call them. So sometimes she would alert, but sometimes she'll lurk. And that's why I used to sleep good at night. Right. And I was like, y'all crying because no electricity? I'm not saying I've gone through this or whatever, but didn't y'all see me cooking on cans and experimenting and shit like that before this went out? They're like, we ain't know what you were doing. You know what? All right. No, no, I can't get another dog like Snow because that bloodline is gone. That bloodline is gone. Um, Even though Snow was an okay broad, I'm sorry, I preferred Scrappy because unlike his mother, he had more discipline. He had more discipline than his mom. And shit, I was watching something on TikTok. Oh wait, no, let me go back to what I was saying before. And the little white dude in my class, um, I didn't care for him because he was one too old to be in class with us. Two, thank you. Um, One the dude, uh, I'm gonna call him Kenny. Kenny was one too old to be with us, and two, he felt like because he was from the Desire, he could whatever, whatever. And I don't even think it's that he was really from the Desire. I think it was that he was from the Desire around the neighborhood because he had too many dogs to live in the Desire. But what my classmates in their attempt not to have to fight him, they were afraid of him. They were afraid of him. And I know they were afraid of him because my God, that boy looked like a man. He was that big. What's up, David? What the hell is JC Potters? Bro, we was in the seventh grade and this boy was driving himself to school. Don't put what on the Desire. What exactly am I putting on the Desire? He said that. We in the 12th grade, we in the seventh grade. This motherfucker 15 years old. Like, come on. All us in here, 11, 12 years old. How you know JC Potter's is sausage? I don't. Um, I mean, you saying it? No, it wasn't because he came from the Desire. Do you know who I went to school with? I went to school with the dude that's in prison right now for starting the hard heads. No, it ain't got nothing to do with that. He was from the desire. It got to do with the fact, but something happened. I don't know what happened, and he just stopped coming to school now. It wasn't even the end of the school year, and that's the sad part. I was at Catholic school. That's what I was telling. I don't know who it was, but I you know, they he just stopped coming to school. They ain't tell us he died or nothing. They just stopped talking about it. I don't know. I think that was my school's attempt to try to put a little salt in the pepper. But I'm not gonna say they didn't last long, cause Tommy Cook's bad ass graduated. He was there from kindergarten to eighth grade, but he wasn't in my class. He was in a younger grade, and that shit didn't work. But like my teacher was telling the boys, like y'all are literally sitting here letting this boy do things y'all know y'all wouldn't do to these females in y'all class, these young women, and y'all y'all should be doing. Y'all shouldn't be allowing that as young black men. And he had a point, but we really didn't need him to tell them that, because even though they didn't do what they was whatever, uh New Orleans have a special type of broad. Okay. And there was a girl in our class who was older than us, and he tried to mess with her. I think he read the message correctly from her. Right, Monique. And but this boy, he was something else. I didn't care for him because you know who he reminded me of on A Christmas Story, right? His bully. That's who he reminded me of. The one that Ralphie just beat the hell out of. That's who he reminded me of. He was just bigger. I don't even see why Ralphie was afraid of him. don't understand why he bullying all y'all. Why y'all don't get together and do something? On the Christmas story, he was bullying all Ralphie and all his friends. He can't beat all y'all. He can't beat all y'all. But then again, somebody might have wanted to stand back and watch what happened first before they jumped in. No, bum rush him. Right. Okay, well, they about to throw another ad in y'all face. Um, oh wow. I guess 4 more minutes. Well, that's just the thing. You can do whatever we do, whatever. What up, Miss Boosie? You could do whatever, whatever, whatever. But you you can't go fit in trying to be the boss. Like, and that was his problem. Like majority of our classmates had been there with us since kindergarten. He came in the 6th grade, 7th grade, and no, eventually somebody. Oh, you got a Timu ad. Like I say, I don't know what happened to him. He disappeared in the middle of the school year, so say. And you memorized the Timu ad? Wow. I don't even like Timu like that. I'm not saying I don't shop. Matter of fact, I got a Timu haul now. But do I want to go through? I might do a video on that. But I know tomorrow my baby coming. Maybe probably did go to jail because he thought we was all fascinated about he in he in them streets and he got a gang and he do this and he do that. Bitch, you in Catholic school, right? You dumb motherfucker. Um, bitch, you might have got in here free, but bitch, our parents is paying for us to go here. Bitch, we don't care nothing about none of that shit. I tell Keisha that on the daily. If you go back and watch the beginning of my video, you'll be like, wow. Because Keisha always want money and shit. Bitch, you're not taking my money and going to give it to Timu. You try to get her decent shit. Oh well, you could have just got me something off of Timu. Like you too. Like how? I've been watching My Name is Earl. Wow. So, what y'all about? I'm about to just say, and probably go to sleep because I I'm freezing. I was out there in that rain. Thank you. That's too much shit. Hmm. I don't know. Probably burn a candle and call it a day. My brother said was, look here, y'all. Look what I did for Mother's Day. Some people, I ain't saying no names, drug me out the bed to go to the store with them. Oh, I ain't no supernatural person. Right. But somebody, I did used to like the commission though. Somebody dragged me out the bed on Mother's Day to go with them. And when I say them, I'm not just talking about the somebody who drugged me out the bed. They had a little accomplice. Oh wow. You went to sleep. I know another mother who went to sleep. They was like, oh, my son brought me a gift, fuck everybody else. I'm going to sleep. I was like, but you can always make my eggplant parmesan for me. So I did. Yo, that shit still sitting in the refrigerator. Ain't nobody touched it. You was tired from cooking, so you went to sleep. Hallmark Channel, I think. You gonna try to make pickled mustard greens on your own? Well, more power to you, baby. Go ahead on then. Uh, but hmm. So, do you like pickled mustard greens? Look, I cooked, and I cooked just what she wanted. Ain't nobody touched it. Matter of fact, they might as well go ahead on and throw that out because I didn't realize today was Tuesday. Might as well go ahead on and let the neighbor dog eat it now. I didn't realize today was Thursday. Okay, but here's the thing about the pickled mustard greens, okay? You oh okay, so you had a good one. Hmm. Don't try to make something you never had before. Go ahead on to your little Asian market and get you some first. Then they're real inexpensive. Like that little pack I got was a dollar and some change. Go to the Asian store and try them first. Because who wants to be sitting with a whole batch of shit they don't want? I'm just saying. Um, but the thing about those are they don't let the mustard greens get big as the greens that you buy in the store. So you already experimenting. Oh, that's good, Miss Boosie. Everybody like their baskets. Um, do I really like Timu's clothes? Um, for me, that's a no. But this is why I don't really care for Timu clothes. Um, you buy a sweatsuit, it's really not a sweatsuit. Like you can wear it in the spring and the fall. Uh, but I wouldn't tell you wear it in the winter. Okay, that's one reason I don't like them. And look, I brought me a shirt from Timu, my size, and how can I say this? One shirt fit, and one shirt was too big. Yeah, wait, you gonna try the mustard greens? Yeah, I would tell you to try them because when they pickle their mustard greens, they pickle young mustard greens. They don't pickle the mustard greens like we be picking for the uh and those are most likely more bitter than the ones they pickle. Hmm. And I'm gonna do it. I'm probably gonna do it tomorrow because I didn't buy that to try with my sons or whatever, whatever. Um, I brought it to go with my soup and my ramens. Right. But these mustard greens that they pickled, they're only like about that big. They don't let them get huge. And therein lies the difference. So I wouldn't, me per se, I wouldn't try pickled mustard greens on my own. I would go try it in the store first. Um, then at that point, if I liked them, I would be in the backyard plant mustard seeds because you need young mustards to do that. Man, right. I don't really think mustard greens are really taught. I think collards are the taught ones. And right. Um, we do have farmer markets, but there's this big, huge one downtown. I want to go there, but I want to go to a community's farmer garden, and I've been doing my research and finding them, and so that's the ones I want to go to. You know, but I also want to go to the big one because they have a butcher too. They sell meat, they sell cheese. Um, I don't know if we have an Amish market. Um, I don't know if they got any Amish or well, I know they got Mormons in Texas, but they're not living like that no more. Let me look. Excuse me. Oh, it's in Springtown, Texas. Where the hell is that? Oh, they say they got Amish markets in Dallas. Let's see. Oh wow. Oh, this is just the phone. Hmm. No, I'm gonna have to say that's a no. But let me see. Springtime. Man. Hmm. Oh no. Well, I won't be going there. It's an hour and 15 minutes away in the car. It's all the way on the other side of Fort Worth. Like, yeah, you go out 20, going through, you know, yeah. Yeah, I won't be going there. I gotta go through Fort Worth, then ride country roads and all that. Oh hell no. Then the market just sit like far back off the road, and it's the only thing standing there. No, I won't be going there. Um, but I got a call from my aunt. I was shocked like a motherfucker. I was so shocked I couldn't even answer the phone. It hung up on her, and I had to call her back. She was like, "I was just checking to see if you was alive," and I was like, "Why they play that game? Like, I know your little brother tell you I called him, cause y'all always gotta rub each other nose and shit. I know your little brother told you I called him and we had a good conversation and all that. And yeah, my niece always called me. Yeah, I want to go fishing too. Wow. And no, hell no. I just wanna only reason I won't go fishing is because I know when that fish gonna die. Like it's gonna die when it run across my blade, you know, when we get to the house. Cause I'm gonna throw it in a 5 gallon bucket. Or maybe even an ice chest. But when we went to the store the other day, that store smelled like chum. Um, all you gotta do is throw your hook in the water, and when you feel it moving, pull it out. Oh, but it gotta be attached to a pole. You don't have no pole fishing hard with a string, but it can be done. I have done it. Uh, you laughing because I say it smell like chum. Uh, oh, I don't know. Uh, what up, Bonita? How you doing? Where I am is fresh water. For me to get salt water, I'd have to go to Galveston, and I don't want to go to Galveston and fish because I'm not interested in no sharks. I'm not interested in no eels. Right. Saturday was, well, the whole weekend was our fish day. Okay. Look, on Friday night, we'll get our poles together. We'll run our line and examine them. If they needed to be changed, we would change them. Uh, we'll examine our tackle and shit. We go, we get ready. We pull the ice chest out. Um, well, a couple of ice chests, okay. And we go to the store on our way out. And we go to the store, we buy minnows, shrimp, and worms and beer. And Depending on what time of day or however long we gonna be out there, we get something to eat too to bring out there with us. Then we go out there and we be out there. We used to my mama used to it was one of her things. And we'll wake up early in the morning on Saturday, about 4 o'clock, to get out there to get a good spot early. And we did that because the first spot we was going to didn't have no shade. Yeah, you heard me, the first spot. We stay there for a while. We fish. If nothing biting or nothing we won't biting, we move on to another hole. Sometimes we will go to Slidell. Sometimes we will go to Delacroix. Sometimes we will go to Jean Lafitte. But when we went to Jean Lafitte, we saw a snake, and we was out of there faster than a motherfucker. So, but I like croaker. If you know what a croaker is, it's a fish about yay big. Well, that's the size we was always catching. It's a fish about yay big, and it makes this fucked up sound. Right, right. That's why they call them croakers. And those were delicious as hell. I used to like to get them that little, because at that point, we'd just gut them, cut the head off, clean them out, and butterfly them, and fry them in some garlic butter. Them motherfuckers used to be off the chain. Nothing beats fresh fish. Um, we also used to crab too. So when we was checking all our lines, we was checking our baskets too. Yes, people still use worms to fish. You can still buy worms at Walmart in the sporting goods department. Shit. You'll be fucking afraid of snakes if they poisonous and shit, and you don't know how to identify them. You fucking fishing, here come a black snake. I don't give a fuck what kind of snake it is. Black anything is not good. We out of there. And then we would go home like maybe around 11 midnight. And guess what? We'll be up the next morning at 5 again to go back out. This time we going to another spot. It just was something to give my parents something to do. They both were retired. I wasn't working. My brother was off, and so that's what we did. On the days that my mama didn't feel good, just me and my brother would go out. But we used to have more fun when me and my brother would go out, because then we didn't have to watch how we did what we did. We didn't have to leave our fishing pools, you know, to hit a J or to drink our beer or some shit like that. Cause we go out there with my mom, y'all hitting them mugs pretty hard, and we be like, this is what we do. You know, you used to tell us we come from a long line of alcoholics, and we know this. We got this. off the bank. I'm not no boat person. My uncle got a boat, but I wouldn't go on the boat with him. But he didn't ask me, so shit. If you if you ever look up the Irish Owls, I think it is. It's a little twin span outside of New Orleans, and one side is functional. It can take you from New Orleans to Slidell, but the other side they done closed it down. You had to get off the Irish uh off that side, and you would have to go around into the woods to get over to the other side to go fishing. And we did. Like if a good day, we had a good day, and the crabs was biting, and the all them was biting. We go back the next day and hope nobody else come. But yeah, we've gone down there and brought ice chests full of crabs home. With all this water pollution and all this other bullshit, they fucking up shit for the wildlife, but it is what it is. We used to go fishing off of bridges and off of piers. And I wouldn't even really call them piers because it was under bridges. Why you call it thug fishing? Yeah, we be in the woods and all that fishing. Wherever the water's at. We used to have a lot of fun. Um, yeah, we used to have a lot of fun. I kid you not. There were only like 5 people in our house, right? My parents and my siblings. But I kid you not, we had at least 15 to 20 pools between all of us. We used to we really was sporting fishing for real. We all had at least 2 poles. We had the cheap pole and we had the good pole and we had the cane pole. Now that's thug fishing now. That cane pole, that motherfucker make you be like humble as fuck when you fucking fishing with that cane pole. But yeah, we used to be out there. That's that thug fishing. Right, that's how it be. Yeah, that thug fishing, that's that cane pool. Get your ass out there with a cane pool. That's some humbling ass shit to fish with a cane pool. And you can't get too big of a fish on that. I just want you to know. Cause it's gonna break it. We used to get them cane pools for $3. That's what they started us out on. And our little ass be holding that cane and running and throwing it. Yeah. Wow. They fucking really played us. It's all good though. It was fun. Uh I'm not gonna say it necessarily take you days to learn how to fish. It's not learning how to fish. It's developing your craft that takes the days. Right. Hell no. My mama and them brought a piece of land out there, and right, it is fun to cook what you catch. My mama and them brought like 3 acres out in the country, and it had a pond on it. Um, and every afternoon, my grandpa would go out there and feed the fish, and we'll go out there and we'll go fishing. But he felt that he saw them big enough, which let me kind of wonder, did he buy them from some kind of stocking place, pond stocking place? But we used to go fishing in his pond every summer. After my parents brought it. That's also where the family garden was. So it's kind of a bittersweet moment type thing. Like, we want fish, but we got to pick the fucking peas. Wow. Wow. Nope. And we would throw them lines out there. We'll find something to put it in, dig a hole or whatever, and we'll go fishing. But like, depending on what season it was or whatever, damn, we gotta pick okra. Damn, we gotta pick peas. And I thought it was kind of fucked up because it's like, okay, my parents already donated the land. Why the hell we gotta be out here picking this shit in this heat? Where the fucking rest of the cousins? Right. Now that's some country ass shit, Miss Boosie. Catching frogs and throwing them at each other. We used to catch the lizards off the fence and throw them at each other. Or earthworms. We grew up in a time of crazy shit going on. And we always was out there trying to dig to China. And right. And so we would dig earthworms up and throw them at each other. Or catch lizards off the fence. Right. Didn't want for nothing until pop culture got into the picture. And no, we didn't waste nothing. My mama had, what, I'm going to say 6 to 12 jalapeno peppers plants. She used to get them motherfuckers away as Christmas gifts. It's like, okay, we got too many peppers. And you'd be like, damn, I wish I had an activity today or some shit. So I didn't have to be here for this shit. And we would actually be out there picking them peppers. Then we go inside and wash them. Then my mama do some shit to them. We gotta wash all them fucking jaws and tops. We gotta sterilize them. And my mama would give them out for Christmas. The only, all right, you from the country for real, though. You not, but you country adjacent like a motherfucker. Nah, see, that's some country ass shit, Miss Boosie. We didn't have lightning bugs in New Orleans. If you saw a lightning bug, it was like we didn't have lightning bugs in New Orleans. We used to catch bees and wasps and caterpillars and joes. What the fuck was wrong with us? Okay, hot links in Walmart. And I was like, shit. Hell no. Me too, Miss Boosie. I enjoyed the hell out of mine too. I okay. So they hot David. I hell no. My grandma would pickle them beans. What we would do, and that's why I hated like, wow, these motherfuckers getting free labor for motherfuckers who giving us back our Christmas presents, the toys we left here. But my grandma, they would have us sit there and we would shell all them purple peas. Then my grandma would put them in Ziploc bags. And so many people would get so many. I felt like I should have got two off top. Motherfucker, I picked them, hold them, and put them in these bags with you. I should get two bags off top. But they ain't treat us that way. What I did really enjoy from my grandmother during the summer was her figs. And she realized that because she would like kind of make us a job before we go home. And but me and my sister, y'all done punished us to the backyard. We eating figs all summer. Once they got ready, them bitches ain't making them inside. Fuck that. That's my 40 acres and a mule fucking with you, motherfucker. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My uncle, he liked mine. He said his daddy should have cooked them like I cooked mine. And I was like, wow. You act like he just threw raw bacon in a pot with turnip and just said, let it burn. Because he was like, your turnips and bacon is off the chain. Y'all only eat pork in the winter months. Hmm. So when y'all slaughter y'all hog in September, because my family different, we would slaughter our hog in the spring, like March or before March. Hmm. I'm not even gonna ask you what that is, man. But on that note, I'm gonna say good night, y'all. Y'all think y'all slick. Right. Well, as shit becoming as the times changed and whatever not whatnot, uh they got rid of the smokehouse, which was kind of, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know because you know what? My grandparents, my mama told me that used to be the outhouse. And I was like, what, bitch? I ain't say that, but that's how I was. I was like, huh? Um, but once they moved the bathroom inside, um, they turned it into like a storage. So, but it was big enough, like you knew the whole family probably was in there washing their ass or some shit. It was big like that. It was and my grandma stayed with at least three. They came in three cycles. Her first three was boys, and her last three was boys. So, oh no, no, you keep that. Look, recently I had a triple taco, and now I don't have no problems, trying new things and whatever, whatever. I've tried a triple taco before, but different people make it different ways. And I've had one soft and I've had a hard one. And I don't care for the hard one. Uh I don't even know what made me think I was gonna make menudo because that's fucking intestines. And me not knowing how to clean that and me not wanting my house to smell like shit. I don't even know why I brought that shit. I ain't lying. I wanted to be brave. I wanted to make menudo. Nope, ain't gonna be me. But I still got a can of harmony in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna catch my neighbor and I'm gonna be like, I know what you use this for. When you make it, just give me a bowl. She probably gonna be okay. Or I don't even have to tell her that. She probably just bring a bowl on GP. And on that note, I'm gonna say good night, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe out there. Have fun with your family and friends, but responsibly. Till next time, y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease. And y'all take care. Uh Anything else on a good note? On a goodbye note? On a good night note? No? Everybody good? I'll see y'all next Thursday, and I hope to be able to put up a few more videos for y'all. And I'm going to say good night. Have a good weekend. Have fun. Responsibly.